everybody, welcome to the Impressive channel. There are a few things I want to talk about in this video. First, starting with the BET Awards. Now, the BET Awards aired last night, and there were some moments that stood out to me. The Migos performed their song Straightening, and they performed their new single with Cardi B called Tight-ish. And Cardi B came out with a full pregnant belly. Now, is this a surprise to me? No. The Neighborhood Talk actually confirmed this some weeks ago, and I actually did a video about it. Also, I said that if Cardi was pregnant, it's possible that she would use her pregnancy to help promote the Migos' new music. And it turns out that I was right. This whole pregnancy reveal was the perfect marketing ploy for the Migos and Cardi B's new single Tight-ish. And Cardi's pregnancy had a lot of people talking, so I do think this was a strategic and very smart PR move. So huge congratulations to Cardi B and Offset. Now, another performance that stood out to me was Her's performance. Her performed her new song, We Made It, and this is actually one of my favorite songs on her new album, Back of My Mind. Now, I wasn't crazy about her album, Back of My Mind, but this song definitely was one of the standouts, and her performance made me love this song even more. She actually came on stage floating in the air while playing the drums, and I always think it's impressive when an artist can sing and play drums at the same time, and that's exactly what she was doing. Also, her dancers were hyping her up in the background, and then she pulled out her guitar and started playing. I thought this performance was just amazing. It blew me away. Her is so immensely talented, and her performance was hands down one of the best of the night. Also, Her did win Best R&B and Pop Female Artist. She actually beat out Jasmine Sullivan, Beyonce, SZA, Jhené Aiko, and Summer Walker, and I thought that was a pretty tough category. But the way she showed out on that stage, I'm not even mad at the fact that she won. But in a perfect world, I would have given an award to every single lady in that category because all of them are doing a great job representing R&B, and they deserve to be acknowledged as well. And speaking of the ladies in R&B, I want to talk about Jasmine Sullivan and Ari Lennox because they performed their song On It and they shut it down. I mean, the vocals were everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I thought they both looked absolutely amazing. And shout out to the Congresswoman Maxine Waters. She actually briefly opened up for Jasmine's performance, and I thought that was great. Also, big ups to Jasmine Sullivan for winning Album of the Year. Her album Hotels beat out The Weeknd, The Baby, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nas, and also Chloe and Halle. Now, I would have loved if Chloe and Halle won something at least. Hopefully sometime in the future they get their just due, but this was Jasmine's moment, and I'm glad that she won. Another performance I thought was super dope was Tyler, the Creator's performance. He rolled on stage in a car, and the whole set was like he was in this tornado storm, and at the end of his performance, he was blown away. I thought that was super creative, and I was just really into it. Also, I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. Megan performed her new single Thought-ish, and she came on stage looking like Beyonce. She removed that veil off her head and said, "I'm here." And I thought she looked good. I thought her performance was good, but something was missing. I feel like her stage setup was a little too plain. It could have been a little bit more elaborate. Like, for example, Lil Nas X had a great stage setup when he performed. He had the whole Egyptian theme going on, which was inspired by Michael Jackson's Remember the Time video. And I think Megan probably could have used more of that pizzazz in her performance as well, or maybe she could have reenacted her music video. BET could have done a little bit more for her stage setup. But overall, I thought she did a decent job. She also performed again with DJ Khaled, The Baby, and Lil Baby. And I thought this was kind of an awkward moment because if you know, Megan and The Baby fell out because Megan got upset that The Baby promoted his song with Tory Lanez. So Megan didn't want to be on stage with The Baby at all. In fact, when she did her verse, she walked off stage. And I thought that was a little awkward because everybody was on stage but her. So that was a little messy. Now let's get into some of the awards that Megan won. Megan won Best Female Rapper, and she actually beat out Cardi B, Saweetie, Doja Cat, Mulatto, and Coi Leray. And I do think she deserved to win. Now, in a perfect world, I probably would have given it to Doja Cat, but Doja is not strictly hip hop, so maybe she probably wouldn't be qualified for it, but Megan won instead, and I'm happy for her. And she also won Video of the Year with Cardi B for her song WAP, and she won the Viewer's Choice Awards for her song Savage with Beyonce. So Megan had a really good night. Also, another performance I personally loved was Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak's performance. They performed Leave the Door Open, and once again, they sang their faces off. Every time they performed this song, they've always done a really good job, so I was here for it. Also, I was here for the City Girls. The City Girls performed their song Twerkulator, and I thought they really ate their choreography. I didn't understand why people didn't like it, but I personally enjoyed it. I thought they did a good job. I don't really put high expectations on the City Girls like that, so when they exceed my expectations, I have to give them props. And shout out to their choreographer, Sean Bankhead, because he's the one who choreographed this routine. Also, I really like the tribute to Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah was actually honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award, and Rhapsody, Moni Love, MC Lyte, and Lil' Kim came out and gave her a tribute, and I thought that was really a beautiful moment. I think Queen Latifah definitely deserves all of her flowers, so that was great. And there were other performances that I didn't really touch on, but I thought everybody did a decent job, to be honest. Some people did better than others, but for the most part, there was no real boring moment. I thought BET put together a great show this year. Now, I do want to talk about a moment that happened on the red carpet. Lil' Kim was actually asked if she would do a versus battle, and she actually said she would. She said she would battle Nicki Minaj.
Now I have to ask, right? We're not going to say who against, but would you do a versus?
Yes.
You would do it?
Yes.
Oh, I see that. All right. Is there anybody that you would do it against, or are you just ready for anybody?
Nicki.
Nicki? Really? I would love to see that.
Yes, me too.
I would love to see that.
Now, I thought it was very, very interesting that Lil' Kim said that she would do a versus with Nicki Minaj. She chose Nicki over the more obvious pick, Foxy Brown. I do think Foxy Brown and Lil' Kim would be a much better matchup because they both come from the same era. But the fact that Lil' Kim chose Nicki says a lot to me. I personally think this is Lil' Kim's way of extending an olive branch of peace to Nicki. Lil' Kim and Nicki have had a very rocky history, and I actually broke down the history of their feud in one of my videos. If you get a chance, check this video out. But as of right now, I don't think Kim and Nicki have any bad feelings towards each other. They're not cool or anything like that, but I do believe that they are past their feud. And at this point, it would be a really powerful moment if they actually reconciled. It would actually be very groundbreaking for the hip hop culture. So I'm not against the idea of a versus battle between Lil' Kim and Nicki, even though I do feel it would be mismatched because Nicki comes from a different era than Kim. They both have a lot of hits, but Nicki has more mainstream hits. So it would be a mismatch, but them coming together and reconciling would be such a great moment. I think a lot of positive things can come from that. Now on to the last topic. I want to briefly talk about the versus battle between Bow Wow and Soulja Boy. This versus battle was probably the most entertaining and ignorant versus battle that I've seen, but there were a lot of funny and good moments in the battle. I'm just going to play a few clips and then I'm going to talk about who I thought actually won.
Oh, you keep going, nigga. I don't know what you
Bow Wow went to private school.
You did.
I was in real high school. I got kicked out of school. I was in alternative school. I was in CEP.
Why you so
I was
mad?
jumping monorail. I was in Simpson Road. I was on Don't Know Me.
You up next.
Now listen,
Little
Shad.
What's up, little?
That song that you played was cool and all, but it's old,
Hey, Soulja, what you say?
man.
It's cool and what? Cool
Now
and
check
all?
this out, right?
What you got for me?
You tired of hearing that song, huh? I want to hear it one more time.
You know what? What you basically telling everybody at home and all your fans is that you ain't got enough records to hold with Bow Weezy.
We just getting started. We got a long night, baby. Don't get too ahead of yourself.
I'll be damn if I bring a motherfucking song back twice. Not even 1.5 times I'm not bringing it back. But
you don't got enough remixes or features to do that. You can't do what I do.
But I tell you what.
That new.
You gonna take a shot?
That's
man,
that. You trying to get me drunk? What's up, Bow Wow?
I'm saying, nigga, we got the Ciroc. You ain't gonna take a shot with your big bro?
I'm gonna take a shot.
It's a special night, man.
It's a long night. We just getting started. Go home, little Pee-wee.
Academic.
Now it's time to go home.
How much did Soldier pay you?
You gonna start embarrassing
I'm
yourself after this.
Don't tell me that nigga flew you out here for you to sit up here.
We got more verses too.
He ain't even DJ.
That's academics. We gotta have.
He ain't even DJ.
His name DJ Academics.
That don't mean you're a motherfucking DJ.
What the fuck you mean? Why you think his name DJ Academics goes?
I ain't never seen that nigga touch no vinyl, nigga.
Nigga,
Tonight.
he finna see it tonight.
Got vinyl though, but I'm still touching it.
Boy, I don't give a
Yeah.
what you do after this.
Yeah.
It's over.
Stop it, little Pee-wee.
I told you. You
don't
emptied your clip too early.
You don't even believe that, little
Now
Pee-wee.
you gotta deal with all the fuckery in the now.
What are you gonna do, Bow? Now.
You never did a song with Drake.
You didn't either. He actually took the shit and did the verse and then
Drop that.
Put you on it. That's all.
Drop that. Yo, no, listen.
So those were just some of the clips from the Verzuz battle that I thought were entertaining. Bow Wow and Soulja Boy probably put on the best verses in my opinion because there was so much energy, there were so many entertaining moments, and they both put on a good show. And I have to give it up to Bow Wow because I didn't know how good of a performer he is. So to watch him perform and just see how much stage presence he had and how much energy he had, and even to see his DJ match the same energy was great. And it actually sold me on the Millennium Tour because I wasn't sure if I was gonna go, but once I saw Bow Wow perform, I was like, okay, I need to get my tickets and go because I know I'm going to be entertained. Bow Wow is headlining the tour alongside Omarion, and also Soulja Boy is performing as well. So I think the whole Verzuz battle was just a great marketing tool for the second Millennium Tour that's coming up in October. Now, when it comes down to who won, I personally give Bow Wow an edge over Soulja Boy. Now, Soulja Boy started out strong, and he actually got Nicki Minaj to drop a verse for She Make It Clap, and I thought that was a huge flex. He also reminded people that he's actually a producer as well. Beyonce sampled a snippet of Turn My Swag on her song Hold Up. Also, Nicki and Drake freestyled on some of his early beats, so he was kind of flexing his producer muscle. But as the verses went on, I will say Bow Wow did surpass him. This is just my personal opinion. I love the way Bow Wow performed. Even though his music is not as current as Soulja Boy's, he did outperform him. And he was able to bring out Jermaine Dupri, The Brat, 3 6 Mafia, and Omarion. So Bow Wow put together a better show. But one moment in the verses that really topped it for me was when Soulja Boy brought out Romeo. This is actually the first time Bow Wow and Romeo ever got on stage together, which is crazy because they both been in the industry since they were children, and they've been in the same circles, but they never actually got a chance to perform together. So Soulja Boy brought Romeo out and made that happen, and that was definitely the best moment of the show.
I told you couldn't do no verses without me.
You definitely said
And it
that.
wasn't about no music shit.
Right.
It was about history. It was Lil Romeo or Lil Bow Wow, right? And I wanted to show people we stronger together. It shouldn't have took 20 years for us to be here, but I got to tell you, Soulja Boy, the first rapper and only rapper to get Bow Wow and Romeo on the same stage. So salute, man. 20 years later,
That's
what it's about. And look,
You did that.
I got to tell you this, bro, for real. I've been wanting to tell you this for 20 years.
Right on.
My first song, My Baby, I put you on my song. The world put us against each other. But you the Michael Jordan, right? Every era have a Michael Jordan, a Kobe, and a LeBron. You the Michael Jordan. You inspired all of us up here. You know, for real. You need your roses. Me, I was Kobe, where I didn't have to be the most talented, but I'm going to work my ass off. I know my purpose. And Soulja, you was the LeBron of our era where you came and you was just the innovator. You switched it up. You had niggas writing their name on their glasses. You deserve your roses too, man. So this is what it's about. At the end of the day, we stronger together.
Absolutely.
And you know I'm here because I want to represent for your little daughter. She may be the next little Bow Wow.
She got it.
The Young Guns, YGK may be the next little Romeo and Soulja Boy.
Absolutely.
So we got to show them that we stronger together.
I thought this was a great moment. That was the best moment of the Verzuz to me. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.